Beat Making Basics.
What's going on, y'all? It's Everj Music, and we're back again with another dope video. In this video, we're going to be covering Alchemy. Okay, Alchemy is a sound bank within Logic Pro 10, and I'm going to be showing you the ins and outs of how to use it. So what we're going to do is create a software instrument track, and under here, under instrument, we'll just go ahead and select Alchemy. Make sure you hit stereo and click on create. All right, this is the Alchemy sound bank. It's pretty dope, y'all. I mean, you literally have thousands upon thousands of sounds that you can choose from and manipulate. Okay, you can do sound designing in this. You can pick different sounds. I mean, the list is pretty much endless. I mean, look at that, almost 3,500 sounds. Plus, you can edit all of them. So let me just kind of break down how to use Alchemy. Okay, the first thing is, let's talk about how you can browse sounds. If you look down here, you can obviously see it's pretty much self-explanatory. You got different categories, subcategories. You can search by genres, timbre, different things like that. You can also come down here where it says in the search bar and actually click in and type your own sound that you're looking for. So say if I wanted to pull up, drums, I could say drum, and now all of the drum sounds that are in Alchemy pull up. I don't know why that's pulling up under drum, but you get what I'm saying. Let's say piano. You got all different types of pianos. And that's pretty dope. So you can also search with these categories, subcategories, genres, and timbres. So say if you're just in the mood for, hey, look, I'm already made the beat. Let's go ahead and add some bass. So instead of having to go through and scroll through hundreds and hundreds and thousands of sounds, you can go over here to bass. You even can go to the subcategory and really hone in what type of bass you want. Say, all right, I want an acoustic bass. I want it to be an acoustic bass from, a pop genre. And I want it to be a bright bass. Bam, there you go. A lot of good things you can do here when it comes to selecting your unique sounds. Say if I want a lead, I can say, all right, I want a lead. I want it to be a digital lead, and I want a dubstep, digital lead, and I want it to be dark. Bam, you know what I mean? Everything comes up. Love that dark sound right there, man. So the list goes on here. I mean, I don't have to go through each and every sound right here. It's really just to give you a taste of what you can do when it comes to browsing. Before we move on, I also want to point out one cool thing that you can do here. If you look under where you can see your sounds, there's something called rating, and you can actually create basically your favorites based on a 5-star rating. So let's say that this right here, actually that kind of sucks, but actually it's a kind of cool little vibe. Let's say that we like that's a 4-star sound. And let's say for whatever reason this is a 5-star sound. Basically, anytime I want to pull up my ratings or my unique sounds that I like, I can just click on rating, and it's going to pull up everything based on from 0 stars all up to 5 stars. And so that's a pretty cool feature that I also wanted to make sure that you could, you could do. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and keep it moving here. Another thing I want you to really pay attention to here is these next two options. One is simple, one is advanced. What this is going to be is, like, say once you select your sound, you can actually come in here and design it and manipulate it to your liking. So you have an X and Y pad right here. You can pan it to the left, gate it, different things like that, crossfade it, so many cool ways. And then you also have these presets that you can choose right here. You have different knobs that represent different things. You can detune things, add a little glide to certain things, affect the LFO rate, resonance, or the peak, filter. There's just a lot of different things you can do. So let's just check it out. Then I can come over here. Affect the sound how I want to. Let's say you want to go even in more detail when it comes to manipulating this sound. I can come over here to advanced, and then you have some extra things that you can do to it. You know what I mean? I can come over here and I can select from these different options here. Okay, this is a different modulation options. I can manipulate those. I can manipulate the different sources here, filters, and just the master of overall. I can also come over here, drag this on out. Different things you can do here, man. Overall, just wanted to show you where everything's at. I mean, obviously you can come over here and push the knobs up or down and manipulate the sound how you want to. I just want to show you where everything's at. Now, let's say that, we manipulated the sound. Okay. And this is something that we want to save, right? All you have to do if you want to save a sound is go over here to the top left of Alchemy and then scroll over here to save as. Once you click on save as, you're going to just type in either a new name, or you can just say whatever the sound is and say 2 afterwards, or 3 or 4, or whatever, however many times you manipulate the sound. Then just click on save, and voila, now you have a sound that's in your sound bank that you actually manipulated, that you can use anytime you want. All right, so let's say you want to bring this sound back up. All right, we'll create a new track. Boom, software, instrument, Alchemy. Basically, all you have to do is go over here back to the top left and go to, you could either go load, or you could just scroll down here, and all the sounds that you create or manipulate, if you will be down here. So we were working with this classic techno lead in number 2. We'll click that, and that pulls right up. You know what I mean? So that pretty much is Alchemy in a nutshell. If you all have questions, hit me up, let me know. You can also come over here. If you look over to the left, just want to point this out before we go. You have different arpeggiated options here that you can do. You can assign, you can control the rate, the octave, length. You can turn this on to snap to a certain type of vibe. You can add different effects, right? You can come over here and add different effects or turn off certain effects. You can, put your own effects on here. So I can say, all right, I'm turn these off, and I'm gonna go to this one, turn this on, and we're gonna go to, we'll go to this phaser, right? So again, these are just other ways to manipulate the sound, man. I mean, I'm telling you, the options here are endless. And again, it's the same deal here. Say if I manipulated this and I want this to be the new sound, all I have to do is say save, and now this is the new sound. Or we can even come over here just to make sure and say save as, and voila, it's gonna ask to replace it, and there you go. But yeah, man, this is just a brief overview of everything. As you can see, you can also, you know, save and save as over here as well. You know what I mean? There's a limiter that you can put on it. You know, it's just so much good, dope things you can do when it comes to manipulating the sound. But appreciate y'all watching. We'll see y'all in the next video.